today I know you're probably wondering, girl, where is the introduction montage? And I actually don't have one. The footage did not get captured. So sorry about that. But anyways, let's get right on into this video. Today I am applying the Pat McGrath Skin Essence Toner, of course. And then I went in with the Versed Light Lock Moisture Dew Cream, Dew, whatever it's called. And then I used the e.l.f. gripping primer, power grip primer, I believe is the name of it. Kind of like this stuff. Somewhere along here I went wrong. Don't follow any steps I give in this video. I'm just telling you what I use. This is not a tutorial where you should take my advice. Don't take my advice. There were a lot of steps where I went wrong. Then I went in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, but the squeeze version. I do like this stuff. Maybe this is where I went wrong, applying the mattifying primer on top of the grippy primer. I don't know, I thought I was doing something, but this low-key like but my makeup, I think. Someone on TikTok explained like the chemistry behind applying like water-based products to silicone products and oil products and all that stuff. Once again, I don't know which product counteracted the other product, you know, okay, you get the point. But anyways, rubbed all of that in. The area that ended up getting like messed up the most was just by my nose, and you'll see it if you like kind of zoom in. But also in the video I ended up covering up with freckles. That's like my little hack because it happens more times than not, so I'm kind of used to it. Yeah, I just covered up with freckles. But now that I know, going forward I will try to, you know, use the right products. Anyways, of course I went in with my MAC Conceal and Correct palette. I love that stuff. I go in to correct underneath my eye and around my mouth, and today I decided to pat that in with some powder. This also could be the reason my makeup kind of looked weird. I also ended up doing like a super heavy face. I don't know why it looks so heavy. It looks so freaking heavy. It could have been the okay, so I did this. I went in with the Milk Flex foundation stick in the shade Caramel. I usually do that always just to highlight the areas I want to highlight, but I think the issue was when I went in on top of this with the Keys Skin Tint Concealing 2-in-1 concealer. It just did not do what I need her to do. So yeah, but then I blended that out, of course, but you know, y'all know how I do it. Don't go straight into the middle, girl. Blend out the perimeter, and then you hit the middle. Then I went in with the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks in the shade Espresso. I don't really like this as much as I use it. I don't like how heavy it is, and sometimes it looks a little patchy to me. Personally, that could be because of how I prime. I'm not really sure what it is. Yeah, she's okay. Not my favorite bronzer. When you're in a pinch, gets the job done. And then obviously you just want to blend that out, and we all know I like to run it like down my neck, down my jaw. I was going to use the Eau de Cité tinted mineral drops, but I haven't used them in a long time, and I think, I don't know, something went bad with the product, but I think it's just because it has SPF. I know a lot of SPF products you have to like throw out after a moment because I used to work at Ulta. Anyways, I went in with the Milani Glow Tint, which I love. That's another skin tint, and I didn't think that it was going to be as heavy just because I've used this product several times before, and it probably wasn't the skin tint that made my face look so freaking heavy, but I really like this stuff. As you can see, it looks so good. It looks like my skin. That's the goal. And I did go in with the Milk Hydro Grip primer. No, the Milk Hydro Grip spray. I love that stuff. It's very summer appropriate. Then I went in with the Keys 2-in-1 concealer and skin tint, which I do love. I feel like this could have been the reason why my under eye looks a little funny, just because I went on top of the Milk Flex foundation stick, but I'm really not for sure. It also could have been this concealer. I don't know what it was, but I went in with the Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 360 down my nose. Then I went in with the Makeup Forever all-in-one face palette, and I just used those two darker tones to kind of like contour my inner brow area, my like nose to brow area. Of course, I always like to go in with a dry beauty blender. Do not go in with a wet beauty blender. Stop doing that. Stop it. Then I like to go back into the palette, and the product, the skin tint or foundation that I use, I just go back in with it on my chin just so it doesn't look like super light. And you know, gotta hit that brow to nose area and blend out the middle of your nose, like the bridge of your nose, with a small concealer brush just so it looks So I'm gonna stop explaining the blending methods because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. If you just use your eyes, you can see how I'm blending. Yeah, I'll blend that out. But also make sure that you're reinforcing, you know, like the areas that you want more lines and things like that. I'm gonna stop doing so much contour like on my nose just because it's starting to like be a lot for me and I just don't really like it like that. Anyways, I went in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. This concealer is very thick. Honestly, I don't think it works well on top of other concealers, but I also went in with the Huda Beauty blushes. I don't know if it's called the Faux Filter blushes. I don't know, but these are really good. I really like them, and this color combo was stunning. As you can see, it gave me this very plum tone, like soft plum, mauve-y kind of vibe. I love it. It was beautiful. So this is where things kind of started taking a turn, and I noticed there was going to be like a patch underneath my eye where some of the concealer was missing. Once again, I don't know what caused this. I think it's a matter of using this very thick concealer on top of other concealers. Maybe the other concealers just aren't, I don't know. I wish I knew what it was, but I don't. So don't try to clock me, girl. I see the patch. I've already established her. So, you know, keep it cute. And then I took more of the Fenty Beauty Match 6 and just applied more of that because I like to reinforce my contour area. The skin looks fab. They look fab. Like, wow. Make sure your under eye is blended out. You know, I was trying to blend it out as much as I could, although I still saw the patch. I don't remember which powder I used. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't want to lie. Although I usually use the Laura Mercier in One Size translucent. I'm sure that's what I used, if not both, one of the two, likely just the translucent, but I think I used both. Once again, make sure your concealer is blended out. Oh my god, this day, I don't know, I feel like everything was going wrong. I'm like, girl, what's the tea? But also I was rushing, so yeah. And then I take the Fenty Beauty pressed powder. Not sure what shade this is. I think it's 110. I'm pretty sure it's 110. And I just press that into my under eye. Make sure on my chin where I apply concealer is blended out before I add powder to it, because sometimes I forget to blend that out. I believe I used the ColourPop blush in the shade New to You. That's like one of my favorite ColourPop blushes specifically. I think I also used a Sephora collection blush. It's either Flirted Up or Oh My Gosh. I'm pretty sure it's Flirted Up. Sorry, I like say Flirted Up. Flirted Up. Yeah, stunning. And then I went in with the One Size Ultra Pink powder. Love that stuff. As you can see, I was going like really heavy with the powders. I mean, I usually use this much powder, but I was going like really heavy with the powder and it did not make it better. Maybe one day I'll learn my lesson. Now it's time for us to work on eyes. I do not like a heavy eye, so I don't like to put a lot of concealer if it's like not really a heavy eye, if that makes any sense. Anyways, I went in with a little bit of concealer and I really kind of like sheared it out the best I could with my finger, which did work, although my nails were like kind of also working against me. For today's eye, I wanted to do something very like neutral, natural. I have this KKW palette that I love, as you can see. Honestly, KKW really did her big one. Like, Kylie Cosmetics could never. So I went in with that like light shade for like the lid of my eye. I regret going in so heavy with a deep brown for my crease color and like the color that I was like blending into my eyebrow. I would recommend just using if you use a pressed powder for your face that is like your skin tone, just use that shade and it usually gives the same effect and it looks a little bit less harsh. Eventually I did take a like darker brown just to add into the crease. I also kind of regret doing that. You're gonna also see in my right eye on the video, it looks like it's not super blended out. Oh my god, blended out. Once again, I was rushing, so things like that I didn't catch. Yikes. Don't rush, girl. Take your time. It should have been blended all the way up into like my hairline with like a clean brush, and it just would have looked so much prettier and like seamless and like not so harsh. Eventually I took a dark pencil and went in and kind of like smudged that out, and eventually I took a black cream liner. I always forget the name of the palette, but I think it's the Huda Beauty Untamed palette. It has a really nice gel black that I like to use for my liners. She's so fab. Love her down. But it's not like super, it doesn't like stay in place really, but I usually don't wear makeup for like a long period of time, so I don't really care if it stays in place or not. Yeah. Then I went in with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I really like this stuff. In some of my earlier videos, I was using the Benefit Fluffy Brow, which I do like a little bit more than the 24-Hour Brow Setter, but they are almost the same thing. I do see a slight difference in the two, but yeah, I really like this stuff. I will say I've been having to apply it after I like powder my face. I can't do it before, or it will leave like this weird film like above my brows, and it's like really ugly. Of course, I went in with the Deep Peach powder from, what's the brand? Anastasia Beverly Hills. Wow, my face looks so stamped. Make sure before you start your lips, you always powder them. I went in with a brown lip liner from a brand I do not with, but any brown lip liner, typically like a dark brown lip liner, any dark brown lip liner will get the job done. And then I went in with another brown lip liner from NYX. This is either medium brown or Downtown Beauty. And today I was like, you know, trying to be different. So I used the MAC, one of their blush palettes, like cream blush palettes for my lips. And I used that orangey shade. It was kind of cute. It was okay. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. I have to really lighten up my lips, so I of course had to go in with the Danessa Myricks Nude Color Fix in the shade 2, and that like pretty much saves every lip combo for me. I don't know if it's like the contrast of like the light and dark. It always does exactly what I need her to do. Then I used this About Face gloss. I don't know the name of it, so sorry, but she was really cute. I gotta get into more of their glosses. They're actually really good. Yeah, they sent me some more of their glosses actually, but I really like this. She was cute. And then I went in with the Lancome Tint Idole mascara. I really like this stuff. It's really good and it makes your lashes just really stand up, but it's not like cakey. I hate cakey mascaras. It's fab. She does exactly what she needs to do, I swear. At the end of this video, I wasn't unable to. I filmed a portion of me, you know, doing my montage, but of course it did not save. So I believe that's happening because at the end of my videos, or when I'm filming, it'll be like around the hour mark, so my camera will kind of just like die, and then it's like, and it doesn't save the last clip. Anyways, then I went in with the Maybelline gloss. I don't know if they still have these actually, but I know the shade is Ice, and I really like that gloss. She's cute. This is actually where you're gonna see like the powder by my eye kind of just like stayed where it's at. You can kind of see like it even looks a little inconsistent and textured in that area. Like, girl, what's going on? It looks so bad, but I still haven't taken away all of the powder, but still. Then I just took, I think it was the shade I used like my face powder, my pressed powder. I just took it underneath my eye just to make everything a little bit more seamless. I used the end of a spoolie to get the mascara that I got on my eye off of me eye. Of course we have to do our moles. I've been using the KVD tattoo liner, not for any specific reason, just that it's what I have. So just do that really quickly, darling, and then press the rest of that powder in. It doesn't look too bad, but it does look too bad. Like if, you know, you like your makeup to look a certain way, it would definitely be like, girl, That looks terrible. I was like, oh, absolutely not. I did not come all this way to be let down like this. I refuse. I don't know why I kept going so heavy with the nose contour. Like, girl, calm down. Like, girl, we see it.
What?
And then, of course, I topped everything off with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer Spray, or Hydro Grip Spray. Can't finish any look without going in with my NYX fortune cookie. I love her so much. So much, darling. Yeah, and this is when I decided, like, no, I can't leave the look like this. I have to add the freckles because, girl, it looks a mess underneath there. This brand is called Pseudo Lab. I really like them. I actually forgot to respond to one of their emails asking if they could send me some more. I just be overwhelmed, y'all. Like, I'm so sorry. But if y'all see this again, please send another email. But the face was giving. You already know what Miss Corey gives. Yes. Ate that one, honey. Yep. And here's some cute pictures of me. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you give it a like if you did. Make sure you subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.